Is this the most colorful baseball card set ever? Even prettier than 1960? The 1963 top set doesn't have as many poor airbrush jobs as its predecessors. Had their post-photography techniques improved? No, not at all. Were there less late-season transactions? That's not the answer either. The truth is, Topps was lazy, selecting images that didn't need airbrush work and using one big shortcut in doing it. At least 53 subjects who are listed as members of a new franchise are pictured wearing their old team's uniform but are not wearing a cap. In most instances, a new logo was poorly airbrushed on the inset photo. My series is entitled Bad Airbrush Jobs, but speaking of lazy, how about no airbrushing at all? After being selected by the Senators in the 1960 expansion draft, Pete Burnside stayed with Washington for 2 seasons. There he posted an unimpressive 9-20 record with an ERA just over 4.5. Pete was traded to the Orioles in December of 1962. This card lists him with Baltimore, but kept him in his Senators uniform. Maybe it was meant to be, as Burnside was released from the Birds in May and signed right back with his former club. 4-time All-Star Bertie Tebbetts played 14 seasons in the big leagues, and more importantly, dedicated 3 years of his life to military service. His managerial career was rather good, spending 5 years at the helm of the Reds, followed by 2 with the Braves. In 1963, he was about to begin a new venture with the Indians, where he spent his final 2 playing seasons. Here you can still make out the red trim of a Milwaukee jersey and cap, yet the card lists him already in Cleveland. Though Chief Wahoo was smiling, the Tribe didn't finish above 5th place in any of the next 4 seasons. Lou Krause signed with the Kansas City A's in 1961 and appeared in just 12 games that season with plenty of fanfare. He wouldn't make another major league appearance until 1964 due to control issues and an ailing elbow. His entire jersey and cap looks painted on, as does the grass on this 1963 card. He would remain with the franchise through the 1969 campaign. Former MVP Dick Groat was a mainstay in Pittsburgh for 9 seasons before a November 1962 trade sent him to the Cardinals. He led all of baseball with 43 doubles in '63 and finished second in MVP voting. Here, the yellow and black trim is evident on his jersey, and the P on his cap is painted in well. The inset photo is quite an airbrush job, though. Cookie Rojas played just 39 games for the Reds during his rookie year of 1962. He was traded at season's end to Philadelphia, where he would spend 7 years and eventually play every position. Now this is an airbrush job, as the Phillies cap is really painted, though the jersey pinstripes look okay. The inset photo shows him wearing a Cincinnati uniform. Norm Sherry played just 5 seasons in the big leagues, the first 4 with the Dodgers. He was purchased by the Mets in October of 1962. You can barely make out the intertwining LA on his cap, but his headshot is cropped in enough to ignore the fact he's wearing a different jersey than the team listed. Check out the NY on his inset picture. Norm played just 63 games in his final year, hitting .136. Yankees legend Bob Turley won 4 World Series during his time in the Bronx, including picking up the Fall Classic MVP in 1958. He was purchased by the Angels in '62. 1963 would be his final playing season. Another good crop job and painted cap here disguises the New York uniform, but this picture may have been taken during a postseason series due to the buntings in back. Johnny Pesky, he of the famous pesky pole, spent 8 of his 10 playing years in Boston. Though he had been managing the Red Sox AAA club in Seattle, Topps gave the present-day Pesky a new Boston uniform. This image has so much airbrushing, it looks like they even touched up his face. The Sox finished near or at the basement each of the 2 seasons Johnny was in charge. Veteran journeyman Billy Heft ended his 4-year career with the Orioles by being traded to the Giants in December of 1962. He only pitched 24 innings the following year, and after moving around a few more times, ended his career in the Bay Area in 1966. Here, the Orioles uniform is close to Giants colors, so Topps' effort is forgivable, except for the darkened face of the cap. Jim Campbell only played 2 seasons with Houston, then his major league career ended. He spent most of 1962 in the minor leagues, and though purchased by the Reds in '63, never played for them. This image looks airbrushed, and the backwards cap and chest protector hides any evidence of which team's uniform he might be wearing. In 4 playing seasons between 1956 and 1962, Jim Constable was a member of 5 different franchises. After being released from the Twins early in 1961, he was picked up by the Braves prior to the '62 season. He appeared in just 3 games all year, giving up 14 hits and 4 earned runs in 18 innings. Here, his uniform shows some light pinstripes and the cap is really blacked in, so I'm not sure if this was a Senators or Twins cap. Prior to his 13-year managerial career, Don Zimmer played Major League Ball 12 years for 5 different franchises. He spent 2 runs with the Dodgers, first in '58 and '59, then for a 22-game stint in 1963. Due to his brief time with the Mets and Reds the previous year, it seemed tough to keep up with Don's latest address. Here he is still in Mets gear, with the NY letters poorly brushed on cap face and pinstripes that belong to Flushing, Queens, not Chavez Ravine.